Good morning, beloveds. Okay. I'm apparently just brain dead this morning, but that's okay. That is okay. It is Thursday. And I'm just, yeah. All right. It is June 29th. Our title is Listen and Speak the Word of God. Our author is Daisy Baum. It is from Individual Responsibility from 1918. And she is from the Divine Science Federation. So, all right. Listen and speak the word of God. Watchword. I resolve to listen and speak the word my spirit gives unto me. They that is of God heareth God's words. Jesus emphasized the truth of his divine origin and nature, but all that he claimed for himself, he claimed for us, the children of God. He said to those who believe in him, If you continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed. All who love the truth believe on him, the Christ within, and through the knowledge that we are born of God, we can hear and speak the healing words of God. These words are life, health, joy, peace, and power. Every so-called word stands for a message of truth. Hence, when we speak the word for another, we mean that we are declaring their true and eternal nature of being as the direct expression of God. According to the realization and acceptance of this word is its healing power made manifest. Through lowly and earnest listening, we receive from the Spirit the exact word that is needed in each particular problem, and the result, even though the expression of the law often seems marvelous to others. Okay, and I appreciate this. I appreciate this from the standpoint of Jesse gets this question occasionally. If you don't know, Reverend Jesse writes a column in the Science of Mind magazine, and he answers questions. And so one of the things that he gets is occasionally somebody will come up to him and go, well, what's the word? You know, what's the word? And what Daisy is reminding us is it's not the word. There is no one word. What it is meaning. Okay? And that's what she says. These words, and then she gives you a list of them: life, health, joy, peace, and power. Every so-called, and then she uses she's got the quotes around it, word stands for a message of truth. And so that's one of the reasons why when we talk about treatment in Science of Mind, we talk about it, we say, don't get hung up on the words. Don't worry about the words that you're using. Use words that mean something to you. So if you hear a fantastic treatment and you're like, hey, I really like that treatment, I want to use that treatment. Or you hear a fantastic affirmation and you're like, I really want to use that affirmation, but that one word does not ring true to you, then change it. That is one of the things that you see me frequently doing when I do these readings, and I've done it to Ernest, and I've done it to Raymond Charles Barker, and I'm doing it to these ladies, because they were writing in a time when it was, and I'm not even going to say acceptable, but expected to use the word he and him. These are women writing, but they cannot use she, or they cannot use gender, because it's not expected. It's, they are expected to use the he and the him. And I'm like, as a female reader, like, I'm tired of the him. It doesn't speak to me. But nor does constantly saying she. That doesn't speak to me either. Which is one of the reasons why I will use the gender neutral they. And you will hear me occasionally, because in here a couple of times she said the Father. Well, the Father doesn't speak to me. It is not my word. Okay? I love my father, and my father and I have a good relationship now. But the father of my childhood, that's not the kind of God I want. So me calling God my Father doesn't evoke the word in me. So when people will use that word, I will change it to a word that does have meaning to me. Spirit, presence, universe, whatever it is. Because that is my word. And that's one of the things, that's what Daisy is reminding us. It's like, okay, we talk about the word, but it isn't a word. It's the message of truth behind the word. So use the words of power, being one of her words, that evoke that sense in you. Okay? So listen and speak the word of power. Listen to the words that evoke the feeling in you. In Science of Mind, when we talk about treatment, when we talk about manifest, anything, when we talk about belief, what we are talking about are thoughts wrapped in feeling. And so what you want to do is listen and feel. It's like, does this word evoke in you the feeling that you want, that you are using for that you're trying to get out of this treatment? Because that's the goal. Whatever else comes out of the treatment, you are after a specific feeling. You want to have a specific kind of experience. So listen to the words that evoke in you the feeling you want to have. Do you want to feel powerful? Do you want to feel healthy? Do you want to feel joyful? Well, what words evoke that feeling in you? Use those words. Those are your words from God. So, she's got a really good sense here. It's like, because we talk about the word of God, and then everybody wants to know, well, what's the word? It's not a word. It's a message of truth behind the word. So what words evoke that feeling of truth in you? Use those words. And use them a lot. So that's one of the reasons why you see me read the way I read. You see me change words, and you're listening to me and you go, well, I bet. Because especially if you see the hesitation, then you know I'm changing a word. I'm looking for a word that evokes the feeling. If I want to claim something for myself and I want to claim it for everyone, the last word I'm going to use is he. So, but if that word works for you, I'm not taking it away from you. Absolutely. Absolutely not. And so that's why I want you to, gender neutral, or not gender neutral, use the words that speak to you. Because honestly, one of the things, and we got it from Unity, I believe, the Father, Mother, God. And I'm like, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Universe does. Spirit does. God does. But there are a whole lot of people who grew up in religious traditions that God doesn't work for them. So what are the words of power for you? Because there's not just one. There's not just one. And they may change. They may change. I wouldn't have told you 2 years ago that joy was one of my power words. But it is now. It is now because I've grown into the feeling of the word. So, the mission today, should you choose to accept it, is to listen for your words of God. What are the words that convey the message of truth to you? Make a list of them. Like, write them down. I used to list out the qualities of God, and she's got a good one in here. What are the qualities of God? Peace, joy, harmony, health. Those are my words. Those are words that when I use them, they evoke the feeling that I'm after. So make a list of your words and use the capital W. What are your words of God? What words carry that message of the truth of your being? And use them. Use them everywhere. Use them everywhere. In everything. When you write your affirmations, and I encourage you to write affirmations in dry erase marker on mirrors so that you see them when you brush your teeth. So that's the mission today. Should you choose to accept it? Should we choose to accept it? The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. It could absolutely be listing your words of power. What are your words of God? I cannot think of a much more loving, kind, and compassionate thing to really start to dig into what are the words that I use that evoke this feeling in me. And then I would also remind you, as you're making this list, if there are words that you use that don't feel good, take them out of your vocabulary. Just because you are expected to use them does not mean you have to. All right? That's the wonderful thing about science of mind. It's like there are very few words that we expect you to use. It's like, use the words that evoke the feeling for you. All right? So, loving, kind, compassionate, check your vocabulary. But it also looks like taking a deep breath before you speak, especially to yourself. Self-talk is one of those things that I'm very conscious of now. We're talking about words, and words are important. So take that deep breath before you speak to yourself and before you speak to others. Take a nap, take a walk, take a break. Use the word no. And remind yourself that no is a complete sentence. Okay? You do not owe anyone an explanation beyond the no. Except maybe yourself. But that's between you and yourself. And then another loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do is say yes. Okay? So no and yes are both on the table for love, kindness, and compassion. I also say eat dessert first. And I came to realize that when I would say this, I was joking, teasing, but I do mean it. Because I realized what eating dessert first means is don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. Make room for joy in your life. Joy is a quality of God. Joy is a quality of you. It does not matter whatever is going on in the world, whatever is going on in your life. You deserve joy. So make room for it. All right? There are some things that we have to do in this life, and sometimes it looks like making room for joy. And that looks like not saving the good stuff. That means using the nice china and the nice glassware and the silverware, the fancy silverware, and wearing the fancy clothes, which I hope are comfortable. That's what it looks like. It looks like, planning that vacation and then actually taking it. I'm talking about being loving, kind, and compassionate with yourself. There are ways to do that. Making room for joy is one of the most loving, kind, and compassionate things you can do. Making room for harmony, making room for peace. It's like peace isn't something that we are, peace is something that we are, but also something that we do. Joy is something that we are, but also something that we do. So, practice on yourself. That's one of the reasons why I say it every day. I remind you every day to practice love, kindness, and compassion on yourself. You are your own best test subject. But more importantly than that, you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Absolutely. You deserve love, kindness, and compassion. And if you want others to give it to you, one of the best ways to start that is to give it to yourself. I mean, it is a gift that you can give yourself. I cannot think of a better gift that you can give yourself than to create a well-worn path to the source of your own being, to the source of infinite love, infinite kindness, infinite compassion. All right. I have said my piece. Make it a habit to treat yourself lovingly, kindly, and compassionately. We want to make a world that works for everybody. The place that we start is with ourselves. Okay. The rest of the suggestions are the same every day. Do something to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like for you. Drink plenty of water. It is still super hot. We're not expected to get a break until next week, where we get some rain chances coming in. And my ivies are curling and wilting and going, no! So, hydrate. Hydrate. Drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. Even the lawns are a little crispy right now, and I'm like, we're going to have to water them. Hydrate. Drink plenty of water. Your brain works better when it's well hydrated anyway. And then, as I immediately get distracted, early in your day, bright light. There was a good amount of sun. There were enough clouds and plenty of shade, but I got, my 5 minutes of face sun early in the day. I'm trying to get out there between 7:30 and 8. Because you want to, if you're going to do this, you want to do it by 9 o'clock in the morning. Once it gets past 9, the sun's in a different whatever, because it's science. What I'm talking about, it's called a circadian rhythm. So, and artificial light will work. Early in your day, bright light will help to reset that hormone balance. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. And if you want to look up circadian rhythm, because it is science, starts with a C. Okay. All right. I guess I'm at the social. Oh, no. Ernest Holmes. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us all the time. Okay? Same source. We all come from the same source. She said that. It's like what Jesus claimed for himself, he claimed for all of us. He said all of these things and more. So it's like, this is who I am. This is who you are. There's one source, and that source is God. That source is spirit. That means everything around us is made of God stuff, including you. All right. So open the windows of your soul and allow that breath of heaven to remind you it's all God. And when you walk into situations and you go, where is the good? Remember that you bring it with you, because you are the good. Okay. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. I mean, gratitude will get you everywhere. So, social media. We are Creative Life Spirituals on a Creative Life Spark. I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. Please check out that. I kind of lean into the YouTube channel because Facebook and Instagram have changed and they've made sharing a little more challenging for me. So, the content is a little, slow there. But we still get it up there. And but there's all of those great videos. I mean, trust me, I looked the other day and went, I have over 1,000 videos on my Running Rev Ryan YouTube channel. What? Yeah, because I've been doing this every day for 3.5 years now. So, please take advantage of it. The Soul Session playlist on the Creative Life Spiritual Center is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And all of your favorite speakers have their own. Reverend Arthur has one. Reverend David has one. And he just did one. The soul sessions, because we just had a soul session. All of them are Jesse. So, you don't have to look for a playlist for Jesse because he's most of them. But there's great content. Go look. And if you want to know what's going on with the center, please email info@creativelife.org. The hot links are hot on that. So if you go to the hot link for the Soul Session playlist and click here, it takes you right to that playlist on our channel, and then you can like and subscribe, and when you subscribe it lets you know when we upload new videos, so you won't miss out on anything. All right. Yep. And I'm on to the part where I encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, a find your word day, a speak your word day, an understand your word as a message of truth day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. As I like to remind you, you are a beloved child of God, a divine spark, a brilliant light. You are spirit in motion, God in action. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Always. So know the truth of your being. While you are looking for your message of truth words, you get more than one. You get more than one. You can have as many as you need, as many as you want. Know who you are. All right? Know who you are. Find the words that speak to you and know who you are. All right. I guess I'm at the part where I remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.